when it comes to small business and freelancers in general. Word of mouth is probably the best thing that can happen to your business. Good morning, guys. So join me back in the car again on the move. So today we're on our way to UA 92 for a podcast recording with Nick and Ollie from Sofa Stories. I'm going to do a little bit of podcast, a little behind the scenes of what the guys get up to. Just going to bring you guys along for the ride, but I thought this was like the perfect opportunity to actually talk about something quite important when it comes to like being a freelance photographer, videographer and stuff from my perspective. Right, look at this idiot. I don't know where you're going and what you're trying to achieve, but driving like an idiot on the road, like, why? Like, what's the need? Where you going? Traffic's not going anywhere. Anyway, where was I? Talk money. How do I make money as a freelance photographer? I do a lot of different things to help diversify my income and where it actually comes from. And the thing about being a freelancer is there isn't any sort of guarantee in terms of work. So you kind of like living week to week, month to month. So one of the things I'm actually doing to try and combat this is by trying to obtain more retainer clients, i.e. clients that are quote unquote I will go in and do work for on a monthly basis for a set fee. I've personally set myself a target of getting at least say £5,000 worth of retainer clients within my books, so that way I know I've got a guaranteed amount of money that's going to be in my account every month, and I don't have to worry too much about money. But money worries is never going to go away as a freelancer. You will always be wondering where the next paycheck is, unless you're getting big jobs where you're getting paid thousands and thousands of pounds. It's very much a job where you just go with the flow and whatever you can make, you make. So that's why I try and diversify my income. So obviously I do headshots, portraits and that type of work for corporate clients, as well as say your normal everyday people, like family portraits and stuff like this. I also do weddings occasionally, which is something when I first started I did a lot of, but I only do select weddings now. I do corporate events, birthday parties. So I'm not necessarily boxed in to just doing portraits, because the portrait work is very limited in terms of what you can actually make. Yes, you can upsell your client in some ways and in some degree, but in terms of your actual earnings, you'll be doing a lot more to make a bit more money compared to some of the other jobs. And corporate jobs are the ones I try to aim for right now, simply because they're the ones that pays the best currently. At the end of the day, a corporate client has a bigger budget than a small independent client or a normal human being, as per se. So I'm not going to talk about the exact figures that I make, but a large majority of my income right now come from corporate clients and events and stuff like that. So I'm blessed to have clients, and most of them who are repeat clients as well. So every couple of months I'll go in and do some work for some clients, and I'm actually taking on new clients on a weekly basis as well, which is fantastic for my business. And it also keeps me going and keeps me afloat, and that way I'm not too stressed. Don't get me wrong, we'll always have some bit of anxiety there, but that way I'm not too stressed about not making any money or not making money. So and I'm focused on what I can control. As a freelancer, I can control my time and my availability. So I need to put myself out there and let people know that I'm available for booking. So I'll spend a bit of time on doing a bit of work on socials and stuff like that, making sure that people are aware that I am busy and booked, and my book's open, and I'm taking on jobs. So I'll be on LinkedIn, I'll be on Facebook, I'll be on Instagram, just basically not necessarily networking, but just sharing my work, and that way people know that, you know what, this guy's available, I like his work, etc. That's the other thing. The great thing about the corporate jobs is that I get a lot of new clients based off of word of mouth recommendations. So, which is fantastic, obviously, for business. I think is the best thing for business when it comes to small business and, you know, freelancers in general. Word of mouth is probably the best thing that can happen to your business, because honestly speaking, people trust the word. People really do trust the word now. That's why you see people will jump on socials and ask for recommendations, because they want to have someone that they can trust, that they can work with for on a long-term basis rather than a short-term. So yeah, so it's important to know that. So I wanted to quickly jump, just mention that while I'm on this drive, just so you guys know where the bulk of my income come from, and what we're doing to actually sustain that. There's no guaranteed in this business. There's no, I'll make X, Y amount this month. It's like, and I'll make the same amount the next month. It's just so up and down that you have to prepare yourself for days, weeks, even months sometimes where you don't make a single penny. These things happen. You just got to be aware of it and be ready for it. And remember, again, you control your time. I control my time, and what I do with it is important. So using that time wisely. If I'm not actually working, editing, I'm looking at ways of how I can level up, learning, and improve my business. Because if you settle for just being okay, you're not gonna go far. But yeah, says ETA is, what's ETA? ETA at the moment is 9 o'clock. So 10 minutes. I doubt that's going to be 10 minutes, but we will soon find out. There is no chance in hell we are getting there in 10 minutes. Look at this traffic. There is no chance in hell we're getting there in 10 minutes. Right, just to wrap up this now, this little chat about money and income and diversifying your thing. I just want to ask, what is everyone doing? What do you guys do? Let me know in the comments below. When you're not doing the thing the photography that you do or you're known for, what do you do in the meantime, and how are you actually making money as a freelancer? Like I said, it's even more difficult here in Manchester as well, because there's just so much more competition. So the thing is that you have to look at ways or find ways of how you can stand out. What makes you different from the rest? What do you bring to the table? How can you help your client level up themselves, their business, their personal branding, all this stuff, which is what's gonna help you grow and progress within the industry. So yeah, that's what I focus a lot of my energy on, is understanding my USP and what I bring to the table and what I offer to my clients and how I help my clients level up. But yeah, I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace and love.